Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Sunday to you all. Thank you for requesting this video, you that did, and this is the most exciting and the most effective way to start a story, to start a speech to a group of people who are particularly probably in a master class or something that you're doing. This is the most effective way to start a story. So at the end of this video, I hope henceforth you all start your speech in this way. So if you are about to start a speech, it's the same way you tell a story to a child. A story to a child is say once upon a time. Now what happens when you say once upon a time? Now I'll tell you what happens when you say once upon a time. The first thing that happens is the person or the child leans forward. The person wants to listen. He wants to know what's upon a time, what happened. So what happened in once upon a time? So once upon a time something happened. It engages and it anticipates that child to want to know, to want to listen to the rest of that story that you want to tell her. So if you want to start a speech to a group of people, there is an effective way, a grown-up way to tell a speech to an adult. But you don't use once upon a time because they're adults. You use something a little bit more effective, something a little bit more matured. For instance, if you're listening to Elon Musk, he doesn't start his story with once upon a time. Steve Jobs doesn't start his story with once upon a time. Jack Welch doesn't start his story with once upon a time, but there is a grown-up way to start your speech. And when you start your speech in this manner, it engages your audience and make them want to know what happened. So you start your speech. In October, when I was in this room, there were 120, 140 people in this room, and I was having a little conversation with one of the world experts on network marketing or affiliate marketing, and he said something to me. It's something that changed my life. It's something that changed the way I think about what is important in networking. It's something that kept me thinking ever since that day. Now at this point I can pause because I've got my audience, I've got their attention, I've got them anticipating. They're in suspense because they want to know what the world expert networker told me. What was my conversation with him? So now I can pause for like 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. So when you start your speech in this manner, making your audience to have their audience, have their attention, you give them something that will make them feel that there is some, as children, we know when a story is coming, and we know when a teacher is about to deliver a 40 minutes boring lecture. So we know these things, and when you start your speech in the appropriate way, which I just said, believe me, you will have a quiet classroom, you will have a quiet, and you will have a very nice audience, because your audience, they will be anticipated to know what your conversation was with the word expert that you told them about. So always start your speech in this manner. Give them something to keep them thinking until you tell them what is in the speech. Now this is a master class, right? Thank you very much. If you watch this video to this point, kindly click the subscription button below, and do not forget to leave a comment and request for another video. This is just a bonus video and a very simple one. I appreciate you. Thank you. Do have a lovely week ahead of you. Now that subscription button is free. Click it. Click it. Click it. Click. The follow button up there is also free. So click it. Click it.